Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, we're back.
I lost a trivia round last time, and Kevin asked me to watch Can't Hardly Wait. It's a teen comedy I've never seen before.
It's probably my favorite 90s teen comedy, but not my favorite teen comedy in general. I like this movie better than American Pie. I will say that. I don't care.
There's so much about that sentence that I'm like... First of all, this is your favorite teen 90s comedy?
My favorite 90s teen comedy, yeah.
There's no other teen 90s... There's no other teen comedies within 90s comedies.
Yeah, I said
American Pie is... Dude, this is better than American Pie.
Yeah.
American Pie is so stupid.
It is stupid, but I still enjoyed American Pie.
I've only seen one American Pie, and it's just garbage. I've seen bits and pieces of American Pie because when I was a horny teenager, I would Google nude scenes from any movie that came
up. Not even porn came up. It was just
I would just Google movies that I wasn't allowed to watch just so I can see the nudity.
Well, I like the differences between Can't Hardly Wait and American Pie. American Pie was more focused.
By the way, I'd like to give a shout out right now to my grandmother who taught me how to use Google.
Okay.
Right when it first came out.
See, I understand the differences between Can't Hardly Wait and American Pie. American Pie was more focused on the sexual nature of teenagers. Can't Hardly Wait was more about, like, the love. Like, I'm in love with this girl for these 4 years of high school, and we're graduating, and this is my opportunity to tell her how I feel because she just broke up with her boyfriend. And dude, this movie to me still holds up. I've watched it recently. I think it's filled with so many awesome characters, moments, quotable lines. I just love everything about this movie. And when I asked you if you've ever seen it, you said you've never seen it. I went, I'm like, I'm going to force you to watch this shit. And I actually thought that you were going to really enjoy this movie. So I have to ask you, Agostino, you watched Can't Hardly Wait. Did you like it?
Yeah. Yes.
That was such like a, like, hey, you tried my burnt lasagna. It was okay. Yeah, I liked it. Like, okay.
Yeah, I liked it. It's okay.
You're forcing yourself to like it so much.
Not really.
Okay.
I was actually expecting to hate it because I'm not.
So you didn't hate it.
You actually think that I'm not a giant I'm not a teen comedy fan, is what you said to me.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you said you're not a big teen comedy guy.
Did I? When did I say that?
When we were talking about this movie.
Oh, okay, maybe.
And
sometimes I say shit to stir shit up.
Maybe that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But one of my favorite teen comedies ever that I watch once a year, that's definitely in my movie stash.
Wait, let me get it. Let me guess it.
Of course you're going to guess it. Because it's the best fucking teen comedy movie ever. It buries this in the ground.
10 Things I Hate About You?
Yeah, it's dog shit
compared
to this.
Fuck you.
This
Can't Hardly Wait is way
shit.
better.
No way, man.
All right, let me ask you this.
Way.
What is 10 Things I Hate About You a remake of?
Who cares?
No, I'm asking you. Do you know what it is?
I don't know.
Taming of the Shrew.
Okay, it's still better than this movie.
Okay, I will disagree with you, but whatever.
Bro, it's fucking great, man. It's so funny. It's so memorable. There's so many classic scenes and classic lines and sad parts and funny parts. This is like a teen party. This is like super bad before they had good cameras. Or good writers.
I think the writing in this was very good. I will battle you all day long.
It's okay.
No.
It was okay.
Well, for the fact that you said it's okay validates that it's a great movie. That's what I'm saying.
All right. It's
So what did you like about Can't Hardly Wait? Oh, do you want to do what you didn't like? All right, let's get into this.
That's a longer list.
All right. Let's go into what you didn't like about Can't Hardly Wait. Other than the fact that it wasn't 10 Things I Hate About You.
First of all, I don't know why you always make me watch movies that has like the quality of a BlackBerry phone when it first came out. Like everything you make me watch is like, why does it look like it was made in 1960? Like the camera quality is so bad. Like
what?
if you look at 10 Things I Hate About You, and then you look at this, they're not that far apart. They're like in different worlds of quality. It's like visually, this looks like so foggy, and like it was like I recorded it on my laptop in my garage. Like it's you always have me watch very dark lit things.
Because it's a party.
And I always go like, oh, it's because it's old. But like this is like a couple years apart from 10 Things I Hate About You. And they're worlds of difference. Anyway, I just don't like watching things that feel like it's a dark lighting.
But don't you like old movies too?
I do, but it makes sense that it's dark lighting and old cameras. This is like a modern day 90s movie, and it should have looked like not a modern day 90s movie.
I don't know, man. Like, I respect your opinion, but I don't think that this was.
You always make me watch movies that feel like that. It always feels like the budget was like $5,000.
Well, so what? You can tell a good story with no budget, dude. You don't need the best. You don't need the best cameras. You don't need the best lighting.
True.
If you have a good story, and I felt like this was a great story. And not only that, I felt like because you were homeschooled, you never got the high school experience. I thought that you would really appreciate this because this is like the end of the high school experience because it explains so much about, the 4 years that all these people were growing up together. And it all takes place on one night, on graduation night, the graduation party. I really thought that you would have super enjoyed this.
Dude, I'm not lying to you. I enjoyed it. I didn't super enjoy it. Okay. I'm saying it's okay.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's all I can say about the things I don't like. I didn't like the two nerds on the roof. Those were the most boring scenes of the movie.
I thought that they were funny. They had their place.
There was just like a lot of like low quality, I felt, of the movie. Just some... honestly, bro, it was just okay. But let's talk about the things that I did like. The dog came in.
Jameson with his fucking cone because he keeps eating his foot. All right, so that's what you didn't like about this movie, is that you felt like it was low quality cameras and lighting. That's the only thing that you didn't like about this movie.
No, I think that it was a whatever story. I think that it was a little too silly for my taste.
Okay. And
not the best that it could be.
Okay.
It was a good story. I just didn't think that it was the best that it could have been.
Okay. What would you change about it?
I don't know, man.
Like when it comes to the story.
I saw it a couple weeks ago. I'd have to pick it apart, but I don't know.
Are you a Jennifer Love Hewitt fan?
Bro.
I know. That's why I was in 8th grade when this movie came out and I saw it in the theaters and I was like in love. Like, dude, that was I think maybe that's why I have so much cherishedness in my heart for it. But like and whenever you feel nostalgic about a movie that you saw when you were younger and you watch it as an adult, it's like, oh, it doesn't hold up. To me, this movie still holds up.
So, I mean, you're not wrong about that. If I watched it back then and I watch it now, yes, it holds up.
Okay.
But it was never really that great to begin with. It's just like it's just a fun thing to throw on. It has some good moments.
Okay.
So let's talk about those good moments.
All right.
Jennifer Love Hewitt is always a good moment.
Yeah, she is.
She is probably one of my favorite things about the movie because I just love her in general.
Okay.
Because I think that she's a fun actress. And when she did teen comedies, when she did thrillers, when I was a kid and she did a cameo in Boy Meets World, I was like losing my shit.
When this boy meets world.
Man, I've had a crush on her forever.
Yeah, we all have.
Who doesn't? I mean, there's a literal song written about her.
Oh, is there? What song?
Your Body's a Wonderland by John Mayer.
Oh my God, is that really about her?
He was dating her at the time.
No idea.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know
Your
that.
Your Body's a Wonderland. That song is about Jennifer Love Hewitt. He was dating her at the time. And I can't say from experience, but I've seen her in a lot of movies, and I would bet that her body is a wonderland.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I think that she's... I've always had a crush on her. I think she's great. I mean, is she Academy Award winner? No, but she's just fucking great in everything that she's in. I loved her character. She did a great job. Mm-hmm. She always does a great job. Other things I liked about this. I like the redhead kid who randomly shows up in scenes and steals shit.
Oh, he was also in American Pie.
Yeah.
The Shermanator from American Pie was stealing all the shit and Can't Hardly Wait.
And even in the end, in the diner, when he just takes the whole gumball machine, I thought that was really funny.
Is he your favorite character in this movie?
It might be.
Oh my
Besides
God.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. I also like the main nerd who goes to the party and rocks out with the band.
Oh, the kid from Hook?
I really like that scene.
I like that story with him and the jock. And I thought that was really great. Because like they were so opposite ends, and then the more drunk they got, the better friends that they got throughout the movie. I thought that was so funny.
Yeah, I really like that. I like the band part. I love that end when he gets to rock out with the band. I did like that stuff. I do like who's probably your favorite character in the whole movie, which is Seth Green.
I really did like his character. I'm not gonna, like, it's so weird. I would never say that he was my favorite character, but after all these years, I'm looking at it, he is the most quotable character for me.
Yeah.
And that's a question that I actually have for you.
What?
Okay, so one of the things that I loved about this movie, whenever I talk about this movie with people, instead of talking about the movie, we just end up quoting it. Because I feel like there's a lot of really fun quotes in this movie. So what quote stands out to you the most in this movie?
I couldn't remember a single one.
Oh my God, fuck.
But I will tell you what I do remember
What?
about this movie is watching it, every time Seth Green spoke, I literally thought that you have spoken to me in that exact tonality.
Yeah, I have.
And like sometimes when you're saying something funny, I always think like, oh my, that's exactly. I think Kevin said that exact thing to me before.
Yeah.
So I think that you do quote him a lot, which
Yeah.
I didn't know until I saw this movie.
It was so funny because
I thought you were just Kevin being Kevin, which you are. But watching Seth Green, I was like, I'm pretty sure Kevin like says that all the time in that voice.
Yeah, well, I probably have. And you know what? Because I like it because you see this evolution of this kid. Even though you don't actually see what he was like in the beginning, you see what he's all like kind of gangster. It's like this gangster white kid. But he's in the suburbs. And so every kid in a suburb in a high school knows a kid like that who is just a regular kid. All of a sudden he just wants to be cool and kind of being gangster, and you know. And it's fun to watch.
He's a white kid who thought he was like a hip hop guy, which I think is very relatable, especially during that time.
Yeah.
And I think that every character in this movie was represented a different type of person that you would see in a high school movie.
Because he breaks that character and actually goes back into his regular voice, and that was really cool to see. And that felt like that had the most character development in the entire movie over anybody. I felt like he had the most character development in the movie.
I do want to break down one thing for you.
What's that?
Let's talk about the cover of this movie.
Oh yeah.
That's what I want to break down for you. This is what distracted me and is very misleading. All right. I don't know what happened when they were like, let's film the cover, let's do a photo shoot for the cover, but it doesn't match the movie at all.
What? I think it matches it
Like,
completely.
none of them look like that. Like, the dude who is the ex-boyfriend of Jennifer Love Hewitt, the main jock guy.
It looks like him right
He
there.
doesn't look anything like that.
That's
like,
the same actor. How does it not look like
it just doesn't look like him.
Because he's scrunching his face like, ugh.
Like, all the money they put into making this a good quality movie, they just focused on this cover of this movie. Like, it was the most like 3D digitally mastered thing.
You know what I fucking love about you?
What?
You could hate on anything. You really could hate on anything. You could have perfection laid in front of you and be like, nah, it's too perfect. Fuck that. That's what I love about you.
I am hating on the cover of the movie. Seth Green's the only one that kind of matches his character in the movie, and Jennifer Love Hewitt. Everybody else, it's like the jock doesn't even look like him. The main dude does not look like that. I mean, the main dude, his face is getting cut off.
Yeah, because he was always sidelined throughout the entire. He was always, dude. Yeah, I can pick that shit apart.
I love
he
that you
was
justified
sidelined because like he was always in love with her, but he was always on the sidelines. So that's why he was like that.
And I like the relationship between him and his best friend, that girl. I did actually like that relationship, but the cover of the movie, look at her. That's not the same girl from the movie.
Yes, it is.
I know it's the same actress. Put it down. I know it's the same actress, but that doesn't match her character. Her character was this really shy girl who hated going to these wild parties and hated like hanging out and smoking and drinking and stuff like that. and she was really even shy with her own best friend. And
Dude, that
hold on.
Okay.
In the cover, she's like licking her best friend's face in this like rock star fucking haircut and leather jacket.
That's what Friends did in the 90s.
That doesn't match her character in the movie at all.
I want to tell you my favorite fucking quote of the
All right.
movie. And I will always remember this. That's where the jock, right, at the end of the movie, he comes to his senses, but he's drunk. And he wants, because he had broken up with Jennifer Love Hewitt at the beginning of the movie. And he was trying to get her back in front of the whole party. And then she was kind of rejecting him. And he's just like, oh yeah? A man, duh. It was so dumb,
It's so
but
dumb.
I will always fucking quote that part of the movie. I love that part
so
of it.
dumb.
It is dumb, but I love dumb.
Can we get the algometer going on this?
Yeah. What do you think? What's your algometer on this?
Algometer is a 6.
6. Okay.
Yeah,
All
algometer
right.
is a 6.
I feel like you're always at a base 6, and that's what it
That's
is.
not true. You said the last time I was always at a 5.
Yeah, and whatever.
Obviously,
at
this
6.
is in your movie stash.
This isn't my movie stash, and for me, I will say that this is a 10 for me. This is like for
Are you
me
crazy?
because I can't watch this movie and think about something that I didn't like. I loved it's a perfect movie for me. I'm not saying it's a perfect movie. I'm talking about I can enjoy every single moment of this movie from beginning to end and not complain about anything. That's for me. As a teen comedy, I feel like this is a 10.
As a teen comedy, I think that 10 Things I Hate About You is like an 8.5. As a movie in general, I can't believe you gave this a 10. I've only ever given one movie a 10 in my entire life, which is Pulp Fiction.
I mean, did you hear me say anything bad about this movie?
Even in...
Back to the Future is a 10 for me. Can't Hardly Wait is a 10 for me.
How are those two equal?
I'm not saying that they're equal. I'm talking about my enjoyability factor because I can't look at this movie and pick apart something that I don't like.
Back to the Future...
there isn't really anything I don't like about this movie.
Back to the Future, which is like my favorite movie, is not even a 10 for me.
Well,
It's
that's
still
fucking
like,
you.
It's still like 9, 9.5, but like Pulp Fiction's the only movie
Why
I've ever
not
given a 10.
give Back to the Future a 10?
Um...
It has to do with your heart, bro. Do you love it in your heart?
Because it's not a... I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why.
See, that's why. You got to break down that
I
barrier.
am breaking it down, man.
Break down that barrier. Let some 10s in, bro.
Pulp Fiction's the only one that gets a 10 for me. So far.
Okay. That's it.
Ask me if I would put it in my movie stash.
All right, dude. You watched Can't Hardly Wait after I forced you. Is it in your movie stash?
No.
I knew it.
So, this movie, if I was like in a hotel and it was on, I'd watch the shit out of it. But I would not put it in my movie stash, and I would not go out of my way.
Why do you have to
watch
be
it.
in a hotel?
Because that's what happens when you're in a hotel room when like there's nothing on and then there's some movies.
All right.
And you throw it on and you're like, oh, hey, that's on. And I'm like, and I would sit there and I'd just smoke and drink and I'd watch the shit out of it.
All right.
And I wish it was 10 Things I Hate About You.
What is your favorite moment in the movie? I have to know what your favorite moment in the movie that sticks out.
Yeah, it's definitely the nerd rocking out with the band.
Okay, that's your favorite moment.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I laughed a lot at that. I thought it was pretty funny.
Okay.
All right,
dude. Well, yeah, this is definitely in my movie stash. I obviously fucking own it, so that is in my movie stash, and I'm stoked to always watch it. And I'm so glad that its quality for me will never degrade because after all these years, it still holds up to me.
In terms of movies of you trying to get me to watch to like it, you're getting close.
All right.
I enjoyed it.
Fuck it. Now I want to get you to watch bad movies now.
I think like that and Summer Rental was like the two that I was like, yeah, those were both good. Thanks for making me watch it.
So you think it was good?
You
just said it. You can't take
good.
it back. You can't take it back.
It was
Yeah.
good. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
You heard it.
It was good. I watched it in a hotel room. It was good. Bro, hotels are like $350 a night. That says a lot. What are we gonna say? This is the movie stash. That's all.
You take it away. I go with your flow, bro.
All right. This is the movie stash.
The movie stash.
Let's get a refill on some lasagna.